Motion should be approved and supported. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Charles Chauvel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the opposition supports the notice of motion, but I want to just comment on the procedure by which the House is dealing with this issue. The way in which we're dealing with this order is by way of what's become known as the affirmative resolution procedure. So instead of the matter going to the Regulations Review Committee, which is what all other delegated legislation does, as you know, sir, because I served in a very junior capacity while you were on that committee in the last term as a senior member, this matter is somehow seen as so important that it has to come to the House. We have to spend an hour on it, giving set-piece speeches, which is a total waste of time, an absolute waste of time, an absolute waste of the taxpayer's dollar. It's disgraceful. Constitutionally and legally, what we should do is refer all these matters in the ordinary course of events to the scrutiny committee that Parliament sets up every term, which meets every Thursday morning on a sitting week and deals with all these regulations. Instead, in respect of these matters, they go to a subject select committee, they occupy time on the agenda, and then eventually, because if I recall rightly, this was dealt with back in November 2010 by the Local Government and Environment Committee, eventually they make it back to the House on the order paper on a Wednesday night, and we have, as I said, one of these stupid set-piece debates where the opposition tries to fill up all the time that it can take, the government tries to get through it as quickly as it can, and actually nobody's the wiser once the debate is over. So, sir, I'm really just making in my speech a plea for us to recognise that we do have a decent procedure available to the Parliament for scrutiny of legislation. Everything else goes there. There's nothing special about dogs except the fact that back in 1996 there was a moral panic around breeds of attack dogs, and so Parliament decided, we'll have to do something that looks really sexy to the public. We'll have all these orders approved by the full House rather than through the ordinary scrutiny procedure. It's ridiculous. It's the usual knee-jerk reaction. Here we go. Here's a matter of public interest. Instead of honouring the usual legal and constitutional procedures, we'll do something really special here, and we'll decide that a future Parliament will have to waste a heap of time on this matter, debating it. It's ridiculous, sir. It's a waste of the taxpayers' money. If members opposite were really concerned about this matter, then their party wouldn't have enacted this legislation in the form that it's enacted in, and we wouldn't be wasting our time as we are now.
Very good.